Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for February the 1st. I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy, and after that, we'll pull one card for each sign and just see where those collaborative energies take us for everybody. Overall energy is showing up as the Four of Rods coming up in reverse. So for me, this is a card that talks about being away from home or away from home base or away from family. Sometimes it can talk about separating or detaching. If this is about a separation or a detachment or being away from home even, this is all a temporary thing, okay? So if this is a business trip or whatever, this is going to be a very temporary thing. If this is about a legal separation, then this is still a very temporary thing. The interesting thing is when this is coming up in personal life, especially in romantic life, these separations don't always seem like they're temporary when they first happen. This card is the giveaway that this is a temporary situation and that will be rectifying itself. There will be a coming back together. Okay, so we're going to see how this plays out for everybody. But for a lot of you, it's just traveling and being away from home or being away from your home base. We've got a few cards falling out already. I'm going to save them to use them for individual signs here a little bit later. So anyway, being away from home or being away from home base or being away from family basically is the bottom line on this one for most things. Detachment, separation could be showing up as well. All right, so our first card that fell out face up. That's going to be our Aries card coming up right there. So Aries, which we have coming up here, is the Magician. This basically tells me that this is some time away from home or home base that you have managed to create or manifest for yourself. So this is time away that you wanted to take, whether it's a business trip for an opportunity or whether this is like a vacation, some type of downtime. Whatever this is, it's something that you actually created and that you wanted. So very positive spin on this is what we have when the Magician shows up here. Okay. So next up, we're going to be looking at Taurus. We're going to take some of these cards that came down. How many do we have? 4 more. Okay. So Taurus, what we have here showing up is the Queen of Pentacles coming up on reverse. Boop-a-da-doo-doo. This really talks about the idea that we may be we have probably been very generous with somebody who's either in our family or in our tribe in the hopes of helping them to move forward and make some progress. However, what's actually happening is that person is becoming more dependent on us and less moving forward or making progress. I think we're realizing that today. And because of that, we are cutting that generosity. And this is with somebody in our family or in our tribe, or it could even be it could manifest as something that we're doing around the house that we thought would make the house situation better. And we're seeing that it actually is making it worse instead. So if we're trying to repair something mechanically, we may find that we make things worse instead of better. This would be a card that if I had this card combination and I had some kind of mechanical work that needed to happen in the house, I think I would think twice before I would just decide that I'm going to go grab my toolbox and do this myself. I would probably, after getting these cards, get a professional in to take care of that. Just because. Just because. Don't want to make it worse. All right? So, boop, 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 boop. But for most people, I think this really has more to do with taking some generosity towards a person who is important to you and kind of pulling back with that because it's backfired to actually try to help them. All right, let's look at Geminis. Geminis. 9 of Rods showing up in reverse. Boop-a-doo-doo. You may be taking a trip that you weren't really expecting to take. Could be doing this kind of spur of the moment. Or you could be doing something to sort of detach from family or a loved one in a really unplanned way where something just kind of came up. But I think for most of you, this is more about a trip. Cancers. Nine of Cups coming up in reverse. This tells me that you've got some kind of detachment going on, or where you're away from home or home base and you're not very happy about it. You would rather be at home or home base, or you would rather be closer to this person emotionally or this group of people emotionally. One or the other. We're not very happy about whatever's going on here, whether you're actually leaving the home or leaving the nest, leaving the home or home base, or getting away from family. You're not very thrilled about it. Maybe some family has decided to sort of take a break or separate, and you're not happy about that. If that's the case, Cancers, remember what I said at the intro. This would be a very temporary situation. They will be coming back. Okay, so don't stress out. Enjoy your free time, because it's not going to last forever. Leo. Judgment card coming up in reverse, and this is the last one that out of the group that flipped out. I will tell you guys too, out of the cards that flip out, my perception on those is a lot of times those are messages that Spirit is giving a little bit extra emphasis to. So that's why you'll see me a lot of times I'll take cards that flip out. Not always, but quite a bit. Okay. So let's move forward. Boop, ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. Judgment card in reverse. So what do we have here? I think you have the opportunity to detach from somebody you care about greatly, or to take some type of trip away from home or away from home base. And you're saying, no, thank you. I've already done that. Thanks. I've got the t-shirt. There's no reason for me to do that. I'm not going to do that again. Okay. So that's for who? That was for Leos. Next up, we're looking at, is that right? Yeah, that was the last one that hit the table first. Virgo. Six of Pentacles showing up here for you guys. I feel like I'm on the edge of this camera and this is bugging me. And I think I'm going the wrong direction. Yes, that's a little better. Okay. So let's get back to our spread. Virgos, what do we have showing up here? Six of Pentacles. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da. Here's what I think is happening. I think that you took some kind of trip and somebody is paying the expenses on this trip, and you're receiving that payment today with that Six of Pentacles. This is somebody evening things out or making things right, basically, when the Six of Pentacles showing up. And with that Four of Wands in reverse, this talks about being away from home or away from home base. So somebody is evening that out, paying you back for any expenses you incurred. So if you did a business trip and you submitted your invoices, this talks about that payday coming back on those. All right, so who was that? That was Virgo. Next up, we're looking at Libra. Three of Swords showing up unreversed. This talks about taking a trip away from home or home base. And it's really rejuvenating. It's really healing to you emotionally. It helps you to get your zen back. And maybe even get your zest for life back as well in some cases. Next up, we're looking at Scorpio. Oh. Ten of Pentacles in reversed. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo. Scorpios, here's what I'm going to say. I think that we're doing something that detaches from family, but just temporarily. Okay, so this could even be as simple as, being on the phone call with a parent or a sibling or a child or cousin or whatever, a family member, let's say that, hello, being on the phone with a family member and losing reception because you're driving through a place that doesn't have good reception. It could be as simple as that. It doesn't have to be any kind of big, hairy deal. Sometimes these cards are incredibly mundane, and especially just for a little daily read. Sometimes we don't have huge stuff go on every day. Most of us don't. So this could be pretty mundane. Okay, I'm going to lean towards that and expect that it's going to be pretty mundane. Excuse me. I don't know why I can't spit the word out there. Ba-ba-da-da. Who is next? That was Scorpio? Yeah, okay. All right, let's move on to Sagittarius. Oops. Come back here. Sagittarius, Three of Rods showing up in reverse with that Four of Rods in the overall. Isn't that interesting? Getting away from home or home base, or stepping away emotionally from family or tribe, and not really planning it. With the Three of Wands in reverse, it's very much being in the moment, just recognizing that this is the right time to do that and it makes sense, and going with it. Capricorn. Hanged Man showing up here. This is telling me that you're probably putting off some kind of trip or travel that you had planned, or you maybe had planned to detach from a person or a family member or somebody that you care about, and you're realizing, I'm probably still going to do that, but not today. All right. Next up, we're looking at Aquarius. Pool card showing up for Aquarius. What do we have? What do we have? Aquarius, I just think you're going on a trip. You're going away from home. You're going on a trip. You'll be traveling. Or maybe you've already traveled and you're away from home, but definitely going on a trip. How could you not be? Look at that Fool card. There is no way that that is not travel for you. Pisces. 9 of Pentacles showing up in reverse. This just tells me that you're spending some time away from home or home base and you're not finding it very satisfying or fulfilling. Whatever it was that you were hoping to get accomplished while you were away from home or home base, I don't think that's happening. I think that's why you're not finding it very satisfying or fulfilling. Okay. So that's what I've got for today, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Remember, you guys are my wonderful sponsors, so put a thumbs up on this video and share it out to the world where it can do more to help. And, of course, put your comments down below. I always love to hear your comments. And everyone have a fantastic day. I'll be doing private readings for some of you a little bit later on, and I'll see the rest of you back on the next video. Peace out.